Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm the Obscure Angel PT. For today, what I have here is the Divinity Original Sin 2. So these games were developed by Radeon, the same developers of the first game, and it is using their Divinity 2.0 engine, okay, but a little bit more revamped. Okay, so what about the settings? How can we run this game? This game has been a huge success on Steam. So like the first game it was too, but this one I guess it's even having more success. But anyway, I'm running the game with maximum settings, no trouble whatsoever. This is a turn-based based game, so having a lower frame rate than it was supposed to, that is, it's not that important because you don't really need the peak frame rates or even 30 frames per second in order to play well. But anyway, with maximum settings, what I'm getting in here, it's an average around 41, with the minimums around 33 and the maximum around 48, okay? These data were gathered in the open world area that I will show you a little bit more forward on the video. Okay, so about other stats, for example, the VRAM usage was around 1.7, 1.8 as a maximum. As soon as you reach the open world, the game will use more VRAM. RAM usage was around 4.5 gigabytes on those areas, so I believe that if you have 4 gigabytes of RAM, you will be able to play. And in the middle of the city, that might be the most demanding area for the CPU, what I got was pretty much a maximum of 85 to 90% of CPU usage. There was no bottleneck whatsoever in this game, and so I believe that this game runs pretty fine. This is a turn-based game, like I said, the frame rate is not that important. It runs above the 30s, so I think it's pretty cool. So what can you expect for the rest of the video now? So you can expect like the ending of this fight. I will start to show you a little bit of the open world area, where you can see a little bit of more fighting and talking, and then I will end up as soon as we reach the city, okay, and that's it, okay? So guys, hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Let the games begin.
Beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Don't have much time.
They smell even worse dead than alive. Let's head above deck.
Well, the order's right about one thing. First comes Source, then comes Void Woken. Am I the lone survivor? Well, thanks, disembodied voice.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Hi, Losa. I'm Tam. Are you a sorcerer too?
The child screws up his face and looks at you, hard. He holds up his little mirror and peers into it, inspecting your... His eyes go wide. The mirror falls and shatters on the rocks below.
I have to go.
The boy begins to cry.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Brachus Rex. Who's that again? Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. That's Magister Jalen. He wasn't so bad on the ship, at least. Poor fella.
A black cat. A herald of wisdom in my homeland. How fortuitous.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
I told him at noon exactly. Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Don't you hear?
Where is he?
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket, all's the same.
Your grift is